Hey guys, Ryan Biddle here, blogging from paradise. Ooh, watch out, camera. Here I come. And now you can see me better. I gotta get like a little lower. If I was a little bit shorter, everything would be a little more peachy. But today I'm gonna talk about one way to sell more stuff on your blog, and this ties in perfectly with my new ebook, which you could buy on Amazon. I just released it, How to Develop Blogging Posture. I took a chapter and I'm going to dissect it now. And it's how to power up your self-image, or I should say power up your self-image, which is a very important key point to developing blogging posture. Now here's why. How you see the world is how you see yourself. What does this mean? Well, literally, how you see the world is how you see yourself, and also how you see yourself is how you see the world. So it goes both ways. Now what this means is, thanks Chris, I know it's you, I really appreciate it. What that means is, guys, as you look at my morning face, which I got up real early, today's a busy day, gonna visit with fam and stuff. Up close and personal HD video, but it's okay because you get to see the books too. Focus on them. Focus on them. When you see the world around you in a certain way, it's just reflective of how you see yourself. And that means if you see empowerment, if you're aligning with empowered people, if you just see greatness, if you see opportunity, if you see brilliance in other people, then you're going to see it in yourself. And then it's likewise too, and that's the kind of confusing thing about this whole blogging bit and boosting your self-image. If you see yourself a certain way, you're going to see the world a certain way, and if you see the world a certain way, you're going to see yourself a certain way. So you see, it's all a perception thing. It's all how you choose to see everything. Now, when I had a really low self-image, it was a very, very difficult thing for me to build a successful blog, and especially to sell stuff, because you're going to sell stuff when you're clear and more confident in the offerings you put out there, and you only get more clear and confident in your offerings when you get more clear and confident in yourself. And this goes back to the whole reflective nature of self-image. So when you have a higher self-image, and not even a higher self-image, but when you feel like you're powering it up, you feel so good about yourself and the gifts you bring to the world, the confidence, the clarity, the value, you don't down yourself. And I used to do that so much, and now I'm just like, I know, that's why you see the ebooks or the paperbacks all the time, and me pushing them and putting them out there. When you put that content out there and put those premium products out there regularly, and you promote your services as well, it just shows you have clarity in that area. Now when you first start putting your products out there and services, you're going to see how your self-image is. And what I mean by this is when you promote, say, paperbacks or ebooks or your coaching services, your consulting services, your courses, all this good stuff, anything premium, and especially when you're not going to barter. You know this now from developing posture. It's so important. I mentioned in the book, but especially when you are engaging folks, say over sponsored posts or ad revenue, you're going to see how quickly you lower the value of what you're offering, and then you could almost see a direct correlation to your self-image. Because it's like, oh shoot, I haven't made money in so long through my blog, and just, I'm pretty much I don't know, I'm in that struggling lot, and somebody will come along and you'll be like, okay, $500 for a sponsor post, or say $200. If 500 seems too far out of the universe, you're gonna say, okay, $200, and someone comes along and try to bargain basement you. If you feel yourself feeling heavy, angry, if there's resistance there, if you want to lower it, but then you get angry at the person, they're just bringing up, in many cases, your low self-image. So really, guys, the best way to power up your self-image, which will lead to more sales, because the more confidence and clarity, it's more about clarity, you feel in yourself, your products and services, over the shoulder. And they're always on Amazon, guys, so definitely grab some today. They're fun reads, the practical tips laden reads. And of course, the one that this correlates to is how to develop blogging posture. It gives you confidence, clarity, all the good stuff coming to you. Whoa. If you meditate, and it's just one of my favorite gifts, it's one of my favorite tools, regularly, maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, what happens is when you meditate, your awareness expands and you start to see what's really there. Like most of us, most folks, I should say, not me as much now, thank the gods, but for a long time, and I still do, on a certain level, but they live it entirely in an illusion, meaning that they're doing most of what they're doing deep down, or maybe they're very aware of it too, Usually not, though. From a place of fear instead of from a place of love. From a place of fear, separation, lack, limitation, all that shit. And then you have other folks who are doing things mainly from a place of fun, love, and harmony. And they're the folks you look at and you're like, how do they do it? They're machines. They're just there every day. Their energy's up. I was going to say attitude's up. Sometimes they stammer through their words, and sometimes they look really tired on early morning YouTube live videos. But they're there. And they're enjoying the ride, and they look like a natural. I'm not saying it's me. But, you know, my energy's pretty damn good. But I had to boost my self-image, and meditation helped me see, like the old me when you see me doing the videos like this. Make sure you drive traffic by sharing value. Making friends. And, you know, just that's a low self-image. It's resistance. It's fearful. I'm afraid of what people are going to think, so I can't really be myself. And that's okay, but meditation, it expanded my awareness so I could feel the feelings that were anchored in my being. The low energy, you know, not loving myself, hating myself a lot of ways, just thinking I'm pretty worthless. You know, these are unpleasant feelings, but I had to expand my awareness through meditation, actually feel the feelings. And this is what nobody wants to do, or very few people. But when you do feel them, it feels shitty. Maybe you'll cry some, maybe you'll punch a pillow, maybe you'll just be like a malaise for a few hours or a few days, and but then when you let them go, then the real you comes out. Then the you that's like how you are around close family and friends, or maybe that's not the real you, which would be another thing to clear out. As that person comes out, and you're just being authentic in how you are, and you're relaxed and you're doing things with love for fun, that's how you're building your blog, then the self-esteem goes up because you're comfortable being you in your own skin, and then being that person for the world. And again, it's like the old me on video or with my blog or whatever, my ebook, whatever it is, podcasts, and then it's this. The new me was always there, but I had to meditate to expand my awareness, which helped me let go that the low self-esteem, the self-consciousness, the worry, the fear, what will people think, the attachment to outcomes. Then when I cleared that stuff out, you know what happened. You got this. And of course I sold a lot more stuff because then I just promoted it so freely. I created the ebooks, I created the audio books, I created paperbacks, and you see them in the background all the time. Now subconsciously it's always there. You look in the background, you're like blogging from paradise. And that's it. And I'm going to sell more stuff because you're just going to see it. You're going to see it. You're going to be programming. It's conditional. It has nothing to do with force. It just has to do with I have confidence and clarity in what I'm offering. And it's expanding more. You know, not 100%. But as it expands, it's like yesterday. Boom. I release it. And I remember in the past I released a book. Nothing would be going on. And now I get 15, 20, 25 comments on my ebook post. And people are like, yeah, I bought it. I bought it. You know, people buying it yesterday. I bought it. I bought it. I'm so excited, Ryan. And that excitement and that buying is purely a mirror of my self-esteem, my clarity, and my confidence. Whatever's happening outside is what's inside you. And if you're struggling on the outside, the self-esteem, 99.9% of the time, it's in the basement. Because once it's up here, it's not cockiness, it's not boastfulness, it's just like, hey, this is good, grab it. It's confidence and clarity. It's a totally different energy because cockiness and boldness, not so much, but cockiness and arrogance, that's also fear-based because that means I'm not good enough, but I'm going to overcompensate by trying to sound I'm so damn good and here are my phenomenal results. And you know a boastful person from one that's just clear and confident. The clear and confident ones are like, hey, this is good, this person said this, yeah, it rocks. And it's just the energy of clarity behind it and relaxed and chill. Whereas the cocky and just arrogant people of the world, well, you know they're trying to overcompensate. And they may have some success, but deep down they're not really enjoying it because they're still afraid. Guys, I think that's it for today. I'm starting to sweat, and that's kind of one of my markers to get the hell off the camera. Actually, it's not, because sometimes I sweat all the way through, but I do want to do a little bit more, and I'm going to visit my folks today. Visit my mom and Pa Bidoff, heading up to the ranch in Jersey. Frickin' Jersey. Thanks so much for joining. Present folk. Future folk. If it wasn't Chris, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm feeling it is Chris, though. Maybe not. Maybe so. Either way, I love you. And thanks for all future viewers. Guys, power up your self-image. Meditation is my favorite activity, non-activity for doing it. And you'll find so many books on it. Really the whole idea. Oh, cool, Chris. Yeah, me too, man. You can... Thanks, Chris. You'll find so many books. I mean, I just follow my breathing, but like 5-10 minutes, and the more you're just present and you're following it, you're focusing on the breathing in and out of your nose. You could focus on a point on the wall. What happens is you just keep your attention there, and then when your mind races, and it's going to race, you're going to think about thoughts, feelings, what's Ryan's latest video, should I buy his latest ebook, am I going to, stop towing the line and buy his course? These things are really pressing. I know they're very important in your life. That's a joke. Well, no, maybe not entirely. You're probably thinking about that, but again, subconscious conditioning and clarity and confidence and improved self-posture and improved self-image, or posture. We all self-posture, I guess. But more than that, meditation is just going to show you, okay, this stuff's going to come up. And it's good, because you need to clear the stuff and feel it to reach the next stage in your development. And meditation is the best thing. I'm thinking about breakfast. That's very good, Chris. I have a little bit of coffee in the corner, but I think I'm going to go intermittent fasting today. I think I'm going to fast like mid-afternoon, which I love. I've really fallen in love with that here and there. At least till 1-ish probably. I did have the coffee though, so that's a little bit of cheating, but then I won't go solid until mid-afternoon probably. So guys, that's it for today. 10 minutes in, 11 minutes in. I want to get on Facebook, and I also want to get on Periscope. People not from New Jersey or New York call it Periscope. I call it Periscope because I have a mild New Jersey accent, but it's not like people from Bayonne or from Hudson County, like up in Jersey City, because I used to work with a lot of these guys at the frickin' terminal, and let me tell you, the guys like that from up that way, from frickin' Hudson, holy Jesus Christ, guys up like Jersey City and like Hudson and all that, and even more so, it's just like really, it's more like more so. So I'm more from like Central Jersey. My dad is from Elizabeth, so that's where I get my, not so much Plainfield where I'm from, but my Elizabeth accent, that's where I get my dad mainly. That's where I get it from. And just being around Elizabeth a lot, which is a city in northeastern New Jersey. A lot of famous folks from there, Elizabeth, a lot of Betsy Towners. So when I talk like that, that's where it comes from. Just a little bit about me, but you don't care, do you? Of course you do. This is me. This is the personality. This is the attitude. Not a bad way, but you know what I mean. It's just my clarity, and it's fun. What the hell, blogging can be so gall dang boring sometimes, and I just want to bring a different element to it. So, or like people from Boston, yeah. I can't really do a good Boston one, Chris. Pak the Khan, the Bon. I don't know. I've seen the joke, the parodies on YouTube. I've spent some time in Beantown. I went to a Yankees-Red Sox game. Curiously enough, I think I've mentioned this before, Chris. It was the game where, what was his name, Bryce Flores? Remember when the guy got hit in the face with the baseball? The Red Sox pitcher. Was it Bryce Flores? Forget his name, but I was at that game, and we were actually, we were way out, but I remember just seeing him get hit and being like, holy, I thought he was dead. I thought he was killed. So I was at that game, went up there, and he didn't die, thank goodness, but that was brutal. If you remember it, I don't know. I'm assuming you're a Sox fan, but that could be an assumption that I shouldn't have made. And if so, I apologize. You could be... I'm trying to think of the next closest team, or, you could like anybody. Haven't been Sox fan 1990, I couldn't tell you the names. Yeah. I was really into it, not so much then, but yeah, that's okay. I knew it wasn't Sixers. I myself was not really a baseball fan through then, mid-90s Yankees, and then like early 2000 I kind of, right when they got like phenomenally good. No, I was pretty much into them when they were really good too, but whatever. Guys, I got to roll. How to build blogging posture. Buy it on Amazon. That's it for today. Power up that self-image, guys. You're going to make a lot more sales. You're going to meditate. You're going to feel the stuff that's holding down your self-image, because it's just these feelings inside of you. It's all an energy game. When you feel them and let them go, you're going to feel like a new person. But there's going to be a little bit of an energetic shit sandwich that you're going to eat sometimes when you're meditating, and it's just the way that it is. And you'll see my development. People know me from back in the day, where I was before to where I am now. There's practice and all that, but that comes when the energy's there. Guys, I love you. Thanks so much for joining Chris. Everybody else, until next time, you know what to do. There you go, Chris. Yummy indeed. Enjoy paradise, and I'll see you on Periscope, and Facebook Live probably in a few minutes, and I'll dissect maybe another chapter. We'll see.